My family loved our District 96 teachers, and I'm here to address our leadership. My name is Jerry Buttimer, and I visited the Mater Christi office for the first time on November 30th. My visit was quickly followed by contact from multiple board members. Why, I asked. Was there some report of my presence from Superintendent Lambertson? President Mindell requested a meeting, and on December 6th said there was no such report, written or verbal. We discussed an investigation, a lawyer's possible conflict, and remodeling. I requested a summary sheet of remodeling contracts and payouts. This began a 10-week search for facts. All of the documents supporting my comments are available. Tonight, I'll summarize the remodel in 5 parts: finance, organization, transparency, price, and oversight. District 96 levied additional taxes. Then they borrowed additional funds. And as a result, cash and temporary investments, relatively idle funds in a school district, ballooned. I was disappointed from an organization perspective. District 96 was not knowledgeable or forthcoming about their risk management process. They don't even say who was in charge. A commissioning agent who tests important systems such as HVAC prior to acceptance was not used. Contractor affidavits for payouts took 6 weeks to locate. The sudden contact by board members was odd, so I FOIA'd documents and I learned Lambertson withheld communication with the president and the board. Concept 3 had asked, "Who is Jerry Buttimer?" But he understood what Jerry Buttimer asked for, acknowledged such, and responded immediately to Lambertson. Then Lambertson and Mindell engaged in obfuscation for 6 weeks. Meanwhile, I searched the District 96 website for financial information. I found budget, but no audit. By comparison, our village and RB post audits and monthly check registers and contracts. Finally, after a call to Lambertson in Colorado, he allowed me to see the CPA's public audit report. It revealed $10 million of new debt at 3.25% interest. But the funds earn only half of 1% interest. And cash and temporary investments had ballooned to a whopping $43 million. By comparison, the village and RB had $8 million. Those leaders trimmed expenses and managed our money. District 96 taxed to the max, hoarded cash, borrowed millions, and spent wildly, with questionable oversight. The price for the initial stage of the project was $18 million, which begs the question, were the costs reasonable? One example from their website. One line item from the project. It was for replacing duplex outlets with new ground fault circuit interrupted outlets, which are required by code. The price charged for an appliance that cost about $20 was in excess of $400 each. Concept 3's fee of 7.5% was paid on everything from paint to light bulbs. By comparison, RB paid a maximum of 3.75. That's half price on construction, not straightforward remodeling and decorating. Worse yet, District 96 may not be finished paying. There is a process for real estate-related payments to be strictly followed before payments are made. It protects the complex chain of construction management, especially the owner. Otherwise, liability can come back to the owner by way of a lien, which can materially increase the owner's costs. District 96 did not follow that process. Oversight. We hear on time and under budget, but I see warning signs. The Teamster rat was here. The board paid in 2012, but they've yet to review the critical documents. And the FOIA documents reveal lien issues. The document listing payouts to contractors were finally located, but Mindell refused their release because the board had not seen them. During the January 15th board meeting, Lamberson confirmed the board had no access to those documents. He promised the paperwork, quote, from last year, end quote, when he gets them from C3 in a week or two. All that months after our millions were released. This acknowledges gross negligence in their oversight. With no board review of the contractor's sworn, notarized affidavits of work performed, materials supplied, payments made, or waivers of lien, the board paid out $18 million. It also raises questions of integrity. Some told me they fear getting in trouble. What trouble? Does this reflect some sort of hostility? What exactly is it? Is it concern for your kids in school? Could this be how our elected leaders are silenced? I said I was contacted after my visit. On one hand, I was surprised by my sudden celebrity status. It generated a report, calls, and emails. But I was most puzzled by Mary Ellen's failure to acknowledge the existence of a report coming from her subordinate. I wonder even tonight, will any of the board acknowledge the existence of what Lambertson and Mindell denied? I'm told you are encouraged to keep silent. Please, simply raise your hand if you received a report stating, quote, Jerry Buttermer stopped by this morning to pick up papers, end quote. I FOIA'd documents, but the FOIA officer ignored the law and failed to provide these. In closing, board, please lead. Censure officials engaging in subterfuge and or violating the Illinois Freedom of Information Act. Provide an accounting for and audit of this project. Fix this process now. Thank you.